Hannah, thank you.
All right, we want to get back out to Shawnee. Governor Kevin Stitt has been touring the damaged area after that night tornado came through. We know OBU heavily damaged, as well as the airport there in Shawnee and portions even north of the campus. And the good thing, no injuries there, no deaths in Pottawatomie County. Governor Stitt standing by right now to give us the update.
Let's go ahead and take the live shot and we can kind of just show you what the setup is here. Kind of a casual news conference that they are about to hold. You can see people kind of staging, getting together. It looks like, is that the governor in the background shaking hands?
With the vest on. Yeah, there you
white
go.
Sleeves and the navy vest. So he is shaking the hands of first responders right now who have been working tirelessly, probably did not go to sleep last night as they worked through the overnight hours after that tornado. He's kind of doing a meet and greet right now before he comes and talks to News 9 and updates us on exactly what he saw during his damage tour this morning and kind of where the state is as far as helping those families, those businesses, those universities like OBU moving forward in the aftermath of all of this damage.
And part of what the governor is doing by touring the damage, and that's why it's so important for folks to report damage in, is because there, I'm sure, will be a request to the federal government for a disaster declaration for Oklahoma, specifically McLean, Pottawatomie counties, where those tornadoes came through late yesterday afternoon and into the evening hours. You watched it all unfold live right here on News 9. Our Storm Jones is there as the governor is meeting with the dignitaries there of Shawnee, Pottawatomie County, and the tribe that's there. Looks like the governor trying to make his way to the podium. That is the PIO of Shawnee there. He just shook the woman's hand. Let's listen in now. Here is Governor Kevin Stitt meeting with reporters.
Governor, we're live right now. Just your thoughts today.
Oh, I mean, it's just, the damage is unbelievable. When you walk through there, we are so fortunate. We thank the Lord that no lives were lost here in Shawnee. We had 3 fatalities that have been confirmed over in Cole, Oklahoma, and I haven't made it over there yet, but we're going to do it. But just so fortunate, and thank all the first responders last night, our highway patrol, our Shawnee Fire Department, you know, searched all the buildings there at OBU. Almost every building had some sort of damage, but all the students are accounted for and the faculty. And I spoke with Heath Thomas, the president at OBU earlier, and so they're just assessing all the damage. We've already got engineers on site, assessing the buildings right now and all the things that were damaged. And so anyway, we'll put it back together, and I'm looking at declaring an emergency declaration here for these 4 counties, and so our team's working hard to get all the local communities all the support that they need.
Governor, what would your message be to Oklahomans right now who, you know, have experienced a traumatic event and maybe loss of their home or their livelihood?
Yeah, you know, Oklahomans, the Oklahoma Standard will be alive and well, and I've already stopped by, you know, people bringing out food and shelter, and there's Oklahomans are here to help their neighbors. There's no doubt about that, and you can see all the group behind me, and the mayor, and Shane Jett, our senator, and Dale Krebs, our representatives. We can get you in touch and get you the support that you need, and Oklahomans are going to stand up and help our neighbors in Shawnee and Cole, Oklahoma, for sure.
A lot of those students are not from Oklahoma, so their parents are calling in from other states, other communities. So not just Oklahoma eyes are on us, but kind of the United States. What do you have to say about that? Yeah,
you know, my team in D.C. called me last night. The president was going to reach out this morning as we're seeing all the news. So the whole country is looking at Oklahoma, and I know their thoughts and prayers are with our state. But we just know of the 3 fatalities in Cole. So all the families in Shawnee and that have students that go here from out of state. Everybody's been accounted for, all the students. We've canceled class for the next 2 days. And so we're rebuilding and going to put things back together, but just let all the families know that all the kids are okay.
And Governor, walking through, you saw the damage firsthand. These folks have lived it, and talking with these officials and other people, they say something's different about what happened in this community. We see tornadoes all the time in Oklahoma. Is there anything that you saw that was kind of different about this storm? I know we had a big university definitely impacted.
Yeah, you know, the high school too, the Shawnee High School was hit. The press box was off. The FFA barn was totally destroyed. A lot of damage, the baseball facilities. But man, it could have been a lot worse. So from assessing it, I've seen these now for 5 years around Oklahoma, and I've lived here my whole life. It looks like we're really fortunate that the tornado stayed a little higher. there and kind of went on top of the trees. And so they're estimating 150-mile-an-hour winds and an F3, but it could have been a lot worse if it would have actually been on the ground. It probably would have taken and destroyed more of the buildings. There were 9 people. I stopped and talked to the folks at the Lowe's, and there were 9 people that rode it out in Lowe's. It was almost totally destroyed. And an Oklahoman that had parked his truck, and I talked to him. He was in his sleeper in his cab, and he was going to unload his load in the morning. He's an Oklahoman from Muskogee, and basically had no idea. His truck just started shaking, and it flipped over, and Highway Patrol had to break the window to get him out. So really, really scary scene there for him and a lot of Oklahomans. But again, it's just when you see this, it's amazing that we didn't have any fatalities here in Shawnee.
I would love to talk about the response effort, because we saw in Cole what happened, here what happened, and Norman, Edmond seeing hail damage. Does that make it difficult for you as the governor to organize all those resources in so many places?
Well, we have, you've got great local support. Mark Gower is our head of emergency management for the state, and his team facilitates that.